Good morning, everyone. Good morning, can you hear me? Hello. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 35th National Alpaca Show. This is the 35th year. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute, but to get things started, I'd like to introduce from the Purdue University Fort Wayne. This is Catherine Marks, and she'll be performing the Star Spangled Banner. Please turn your attention toward the flag.
Thank you. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we watched at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the rockets echo of bombs bursting gave forth through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
One more round of applause for Catherine Marks. That was beautiful. My name is Dan Huntley. I work in the office at AOA headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. We're going to talk a little bit about, this is the 35th National Alpaca Show, 35 years. That's right, and this is also the 10th anniversary of, this is the 10th AOA run, or AOA led, since the merger. So AOBA, ARI, AOA, back in 2014, this is the 10th show as AOA, but the 35th overall. So give ourselves a round of applause, the alpaca industry. We're going to find out. By show of hands, or waving, or stomping, or yelling, whatever you prefer, how many people have been to all 35 shows? How many people have been to 30 or more shows, national shows?
Right here.
Jerry?
We're right here too.
How many people have been here for, how many people have been to 20 to 30 national alpaca shows?
That's over here. Oh, right there.
Hey, everybody back here has.
Here's the group.
How about 10 to 20 years? How many people have been to 10 to 20 AOA national shows?
Yeah.
Round of applause, wave your hands.
Yeah.
How many between 2 and 10? 2 years and 10 years. Lot of hands, lot of hands. That's good, that's great. How many people, this is your very first Alpaca National Show. That is outstanding. Thank you for being here. Those other folks that were raising their hands before and waving, talk to them. There's a lot of knowledge, there's a lot of experience, there's a lot of wisdom. Meet people, network. We love talking about mentorship. Get around this weekend if you can and talk to some other folks. I do want to do some introductions here first. I've already introduced myself. My name is Dan Huntley. I'm from the AOA headquarters in Lincoln. Standing to my left, this is Executive Director Robin Gifford. You can clap for her, that's fine. She prefers it. She prefers it. Our newest member to the team, Clarissa Sladek, is right over here. This is her first national show. We warned her when we interviewed her. We warned her that stuff like this could happen. Welcome, Clarissa. Dee Monson, to my right, is going to be sitting at tech and cameras, running around crazy all weekend. Marie Schlater from the office is at the AOA registry booth.
Everybody talks to.
If you need blood cards, if you need color charts, that kind of stuff is on sale this weekend because we don't have to ship it across the country. So go to the AOA booth and find those things. There's also like 5 or 6 new and fun designs. Where's Judy? Judy's got look at this Alpaca's the Kiss shirt. Have you seen that? There's like 5 or 6 different like new types of shirts. So check those out. If you need to buy banquet tickets, we've got a few banquet tickets left for tonight. It's almost sold out. So go to AOA registration to get your tickets for that. I'd also like to introduce Margie Alt. Where's Margie? Margie is right here. Not only is she the show system administrator for AOA, she's also the show manager for this event. So if you need anything's out of whack, find Margie. Margie says find Scott. She's going to send you to go find Scott. Where's Scott and Lenny? These are our barn managers for the event. And show manager. You saw them yesterday and today, loading people in the day before. Where's Cindy? Cindy Morrow is our PR rep. She is also at the AOA booth on the red carpet. Wave, Cindy. She's doing PR stuff on her phone. She's very distracted by that. Barn manager Lenny Foss, event and vendor coordinator Scott Young. Our announcer for the event is Charlie Schroeder. Our on-call veterinarian is Dr. Jen Fife. Many of you met her yesterday at Vet Check. And then we also have our photographer. Let's talk about photography. Photography this year is provided by Photography by Herman. You see the open doors over there. You see the closed door that says 11. There's an open door right next to it. I assume that's 10, 12, I don't know. Anyway, go through the open door, and that's where the photography is at. We're doing complimentary photos for champions, reserves, and first places. So they'll still take pictures for any ribbons, any banners, but go back there. AOA is providing champion photos, reserve photos, and first place photos. I also want to thank all of the volunteers. This event can't happen without all the volunteers that happen. Raise your hand if you're volunteering this week. Either as in the ring or doing ribbons. Thank you very much for being here. I'd like to thank my favorite volunteer. My husband Ron is here, Ron Royer. I've been dragging him to the last few national shows. He's going to be helping on camera and tech. I asked him what he wanted to do for our 25th anniversary, and he said he wanted to go to a national show. So here we are. Let's talk about the board of directors. Where's the board? There they are. I'm going to introduce these folks, starting with board president Jennifer Hack.
Wait, where's the music? She's supposed to run into the ring with the music.
What a false start. Introducing first from the AOA board of directors, give it up for Jennifer Hack. AOA directors, Ryan Houchin. Give it up for Scott Miller. Make some noise for Sean Milligan. More noise for Miss Winnie Lover. AOA board member, give it up for Mike Walsh. Mike Walsh is not here. You'll see it on the video. We have 3 board members not in attendance with us. Make some noise, please, for Vice President Michael Livingston, Treasurer Rhonda Deschner, and Secretary Mary Miller. That's the AOA Board of Directors. Let's see. I'd also like to introduce our judges, starting with our Surrey judge, Miss Stephanie Glyptis. Diane, somebody wrote Surrey. That's a mistake. Stephanie Glyptis is judging something. I think these are our walking fleece, folks. Give it up for Ken Hibbets and Will Shovlin. Make some noise for Jacob Hart. Give it up for Diana Timmerman. It says Surrey, Diana. I'm assuming that's true. And finally, give it up for Amanda Vandenbosch. She's doing Wakayas. Would any of the judges like to speak? Judy would like to speak. Oh, I'm sorry. We've got an apprentice judge with us too. I'm sorry. I totally skipped it. Go to for Madeline Fortman. Okay, these are your judges for the 35th Alpaca National Show. I do want to say a big thank you to our title sponsor, Mazuri. Our presenting sponsors are Heritage Farm, Alpaca and Events, and RayNay Alpacas. Give it up for our presenting sponsors for the show. Next year we're in Chickasha, Oklahoma. We're in Oklahoma next year. Who's going to be our presenting sponsor there? We'll find out tonight at the banquet. Okay, I do want to introduce, I think this is it. I just want to make sure I didn't forget anybody else. I do want to introduce our show supers. We do have an online herd sire auction. Bidding has opened. There's silent auction materials over here. You're going to see it lined up. It's just under the National Show banner behind us. There will be lights all over it. You're going to see all the herd sires that are up for auction. We've got silent auction stuff there as well. Our show supers, I'd like to introduce for the event are Dawn Browning and Judy Schroeder.
Good morning, everybody. Just a little bit of housekeeping first. Check-in. Yesterday, we did as well as we could with the weather. I'm just glad everybody got here safe. We had quite the lightning strike pretty close by. If you were here, you heard it. We all heard it. So a lot of people got new microchips. Some people showed up, they had gotten new microchips at other shows. Y'all never updated your database. Your check-in sheets were wrong. That's atrocious. Okay, there's a little spanking here. You guys need to get that stuff right. Your CVI needs to match what you have in the Alpaca Reg database. When you update your microchips in Alpaca Info, that doesn't speak to Alpaca Reg. Those are two separate systems. You have to update those in both places, okay? And it is your job to do it. It's not my job when you check in that it's where they write a new one. If I have time, I have 700 animals at this show. I got to somewhere around 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I stopped putting your microchips in, because at that point I'd done about 50. Okay, that is a lot of microchips for me to be typing in, and then of course, mistakes can get made. So if you got new microchips and you don't know what they are, you lost your paperwork, see me. You can take a picture of your check-in sheet that has your microchip numbers on them, or if something has changed and you just don't know what it was, you guys got to be diligent about this stuff, okay? I've been in the last couple of years, the state of Texas, they've been sending inspectors out, and they are combing through paperwork, and they are just dying to shut a show down if things aren't all lined up and things aren't all good. If they have questions, they're going to start fining you, okay? Because that's just not right. You can't be walking with an alpaca with one microchip and your CVI says something else. Okay, so that was enough of that spanking. Everybody got a bright colored schedule. Anyone who comes up and says, are we getting to fawn today? Or are we getting to black today? I'm not answering the question. It's on the schedule, okay? I don't have time to answer questions like that. Oh, okay, that was another spanking. So everything you need to know as far as schedule is on there. Halter takes precedence over Walking Fleece, but that being said, this is a national show. Things are a little bit more laid back as far as, because you have a schedule to stick to, okay? Follow the schedule for your Walking Fleece. Don't just show up and then complain that you've been standing there for too long, okay? Getting produce, best head. Breeders' best 3. I'm keeping those competitions open until 3 o'clock. It's also written on the schedule. Until 3 o'clock, you can come see me on Saturday, and we can get you into one of these competitions. Scratches, changes. If you scratch at the gate, also scratch with me. If you're going to go over to the gate and tell the gate, if you decide your alpaca is not going to show, you need to tell someone. Otherwise, we're just going to be calling and calling. After 3 calls, you don't show up, they're walking in the ring without you. Okay, but so please, if you are scratching, let us know. If you think that there was an error in the show book, you need to come see me. If it's gray or black, you really need to see me this morning. Anything else, you can see me a little bit later in the morning. Armband elastics. Some people were saying they didn't get any. I have some up here. At the end of the show, when you're done with them, we're going to put something out. We can recycle those because I can reuse those. Believe it or not, they're 11 cents a piece, and that keeps the show, I don't have to charge as much for the subsequent shows that are using them. Does anyone have any questions for me? Okay. Oh, show books.
Show books. Show books are right here, right in this ring. Personalized show books. Your names and faces and pictures are on it, and I don't think that's all that. But they are personalized. I think that's it. Margie, would you like to say anything?
They're pushing it off of each other.
And I guess I win. Well, good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to be back at the Nationals and being in the Surrey ring. I am judging Surreys this weekend, and thank you, exhibitors, for bringing an outstanding amount of Surreys to the show. It's really great to be able to show the public what you guys are doing and what that part of the industry is all about. So, what they pushed off on me, I don't know if I'm actually the oldest. Ken? We were talking about 1994, 1995. It used to be in Estes Park. So yeah, I am kind of old. Anyway, a little bit about roan and gray. And myself and Stephanie have been on the JAC during the discussion of when the board brought it to the JAC that they would like to have us look at this. We did. We came up with definitions, got with show rules, had the first time ever Zoom call with show rules to get this all figured out for this year. You will have noticed, some of you, we did take pictures of some of the alpacas last night. Educational purposes only. And the reason is when you look at that gray definition, predominantly white face, silver gray, rose gray, tuxedo, white legs. That's pretty evident as far as all the ones that came in. They pretty much just walked by us. Then we get into roan. Roan is on the face, any other color, predominantly any other color than white. And you will also note that the reasoning behind a lot of this, and I'm not going to go on. If you have a lot of questions, you can ask Margie about it because she's been involved with it all. Because it would take a long time to explain all of the reasoning behind the definitions. But something you need to know is these are definitions for this year, and we're always furthering the industry as we are furthering those color definitions. So perhaps in 2025, those may be cleaned up or changed a bit, or the wording may be slightly different. But for the most part, that predominantly white face will suggest the gray, whether it's silver, dark, rose gray. And the predominantly not gray, any other color, would be your roan, or where the modern gray used to be. And so hopefully that sheds a little bit of light. It took a long time to come up with those definitions, but we're learning with you and doing this change with you, and I think that's important for you all to know. It isn't something we just decided to do on our own. So any input you have, you can always, there's JC, there's JTCC, there's Margie, there's show rules. Give an opinion, give them a shout, and it will definitely come down to the Judges Advisory Committee at some point. So thank you, and that's all I have to say. Have a great show.
I was just kidding. Any questions that you have, if you find me loose somewhere, feel free to have a chat with me, okay? All right. We declare our show. Anything else, Mr. Dan? Are we good? We are ready to, who does? Well, absolutely.
Well, since Diana said that I was the oldest one, I just wanted to tell you that it's a real honor to be here. I wanted to thank everybody just real quickly for the honor and the privilege to judge your alpacas. And I want to tell you that all the time that we're out there, we're forever impressed by your professionalism. And alpaca ranching is difficult. It is a hard daily thing. And yeah.
I just need to interrupt Kenny for a second. We do know he really is the oldest. And we were just kind of back here reminiscing 1992, 1993, 1994, Estes Park, Colorado, where I met my husband at the AOA Alpaca show. So that's a good one, isn't it? That's a lot of years. But what I wanted to just make mention to, if you look down at Kenny's feet, okay, he's actually wearing matching shoes today.
My wife isn't here to look after me, so I just want to thank you, Amanda, for all these years together, to this crew here. It's really an honor to be a part of it. Thank you.
I think that had something to do with the Texaland show last month. Am I right? Okay, that's what I figured. All right. We declare the 2024 National Show AOA open. Gather your alpacas.
Thank you.